I've now had this hardcore world for 19 months and I'm still living in the same hole in the ground that I complained about in the last video.
That's about it. It's hard to get around, nothing's organised, and above all, it is too small.
And that's because the base that I spent 2 months building in the last video has absolutely zero functionality other than 4 barrels in a cave. So today, I'm not going to fix this problem and instead build another, even larger build which is equally as useless as the last, a huge nuclear reactor which will sit directly underneath the castle and serve literally no purpose whatsoever. I really wanted to get a storage system done in this video too, but this reactor took me 2 whole months to get done. It took so many hundreds of hours. So if you enjoy it, please do consider liking or subscribing. For every like this video gets, I will raise my editor's hourly wage by 1/4 of a penny. I've also decided that in every video I do, I'm going to fill 1 or 2 of the rooms in the castle at some point during it, and in this video, that point is right now because I just looked at the resource list and I'm reconsidering every decision I've ever made in my life. I'm going to start off the interior design by redesigning this cave that I left in the last video. I'm going to build a haunted mineshaft fit with lava spires, an excavation team of netherite wither skeletons, minecarts for transporting goods, and a forgery for making netherite tools. I am going to need so much lava. I'm really happy with how this build turned out. I decided to freehand this one instead of planning it out in advance, and I think I'm going to do that for all the rooms in this castle because it leads to me having some more interesting ideas than I usually would. With that out of the way, I think I'm going to make a start on the first step of building the nuclear reactor, which is clearing out a 700,000 block hole underneath the castle so that I can actually have somewhere to build the reactor. And the first step of doing that is clearing out all of this dirt, so I'm going to start digging. The reason I dug that hole out by hand instead of using a TNT bomber is because there needs to be at least 15 blocks between the TNT bomber and the ground, otherwise it will just blow itself to smithereens. However, as you can see here in the industrial zone, if you just use a TNT bomber, the walls are really jagged, so I dug the sides of the hole out, filled them with water, which will hopefully give me a flat surface at the end of it. All I need to do now is get coral for the TNT dupers and slime for the flying machines. second T&D bomber has been sent off to clear the last few layers of stone, which gives me enough time to gather some glass and write this sentence in my video script. Given the insane amount of concrete I need to make this thing, I think it's best that I repurpose my old sand farm and turn it into a concrete farm with a concrete breaker next to it. Story time. I have a shulker box in my ender chest dedicated to gold blocks and beacons so I can make a beacon at any time. I left this shulker box in the way of the TNT bomber and it got blown to smithereens, so I spent an hour crafting up gold blocks, killing withers and making beacons, and then while the TNT bomber was running, I gathered about 40,000 glass and about 2,000 different dyes. So let me just... With the concrete and glass out of the way, I'm about 100,000 items through the list. So next I want to tackle the honeycomb and the shroom lights. I could gather the shroom lights myself, but I want a side quest to make every type of wood farm in the game. Plus it'll have shroom lights. I also need about 600 honeycomb. Now I could just use this thing to get all the honeycomb I need, but it kind of sucks and I want to move out at the end because I plan on blowing this place to hell anyway at some point. So I want to safely dismantle this farm in a way that doesn't harm the bees so I can get them out of here. There we go. That is a lot of effort. Oh my god. Ordinarily I'd build a farm like this in the industrial area, but if I build a bee farm in the overworld, they will sleep during the night, and I can't have that. They need to be working 24/7 for all of eternity. So I'm going to build this farm in the nether where they can't sleep because they don't know if it's day or night. So the footage for my bee farm has just phased out of existence and I cannot find where it is, so please enjoy the following edit. I know that edit makes that bee farm look like it was handed down by God himself, but it's not worth it. That thing sucks. It's unbearably slow. If you're going to make a bee farm, don't make that one. Anyway, I'm going to build a nether tree farm now, which I am probably very underqualified to be building because I have no clue how it works and I'm probably going to break it. Yeah, I was right, I broke it. Also, in the time that this thing was working, it was really great at gathering everything except shroom lights, which is the only thing that I needed from it, so I'm just going to go get them myself. I've spent about 10 minutes now just wandering around my base trying to figure out what to do next, and then I realised I literally already have all the items I need and I can just start building. So I'll see you in like 50 hours. I have officially labelled this place Warburton's Bakery as requested by Matt. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider liking or subscribing. In the next video, I plan on finishing this base off with a storage system as well as decorations and a series of underground tunnels leading to the reactor, as there is currently no way in or out of here. But that is it for now. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you later.